Hi everyone, welcome to talk session. Let's continue with few more examples on designing of DFA. First question, design DFA that accept all strings having even number of edges over sigma a comma b. Over sigma a comma b means what? All strings will consist of only two symbols a and b. First, identify the condition from the given question. Here condition is even number of edges. Whatever strings automata will accept, those strings will contain even number of a's, or I can say number of a's divisible by 2, as this is the definition of even number. For example, if there are 0 a's, it's a even. If there are 2 a's, even number, 6, 8, like this. In terms of string example, if suppose there are 2 a's, so this string is a valid string because number of a's are here 2. If I say here 4 a's, valid string because number of a's are 4 and it's even. When there is no a, it means what? There is a 0 number of a's. 0 is also even. So which is the string which contain no a? For example, epsilon. In epsilon, it's an empty string. It does not contain a. So 0 number of a is present in the epsilon. So this also becomes valid string. All these strings are part of the minimum length string. As I mentioned in my previous videos, always start writing minimum length string first with respect to the condition. Which are other strings where no a are present? Means number of a's should be 0. As per the sigma, there is a b also. So if I write single b, how many a's are here? 0 a's. If I write here double b, how many a's? 0 a's. So there is no condition on number of b's. Condition is on a only, and that should be even number of a's. So we can design automata at this moment with respect to this condition. Now start designing automata. As we know, automata consist of various states, and states are represented by circle. This is starting state. Let's start with the first string in the minimum length string, that is the epsilon. As I mentioned previously also, whenever epsilon is a part of minimum length string, your starting state becomes final state, double a. Double a should get accepted. Q0 is our starting state. As we know, one state read one symbol at a time. So in this double a, first a will be read by Q0. So Q0 reading a, going to another state. As I said, double a should get accepted, single a should not. So transition for single a will go to the non-final state. So single a is read by Q0, reach to the state Q1. Now this Q1 will read the second a. Once this second a will be read by Q1, your automata should reach to final state because double a is a valid string. Why? Because number of a's are 2, 2 is a even. So double a should get accepted. So transition for this a from Q1 reach out to final state. So transition from Q1 for symbol a should reach out to final state. This is our final state. So connect the transition from Q1 to Q0 for second a. If you observe, first a read by the Q0, reach to Q1, second a read by the Q1 and reach to the Q0. Q0 is the final state. So this double a string is get accepted. In your mind, there might be question why I have not taken transition to another final state like this. Because already we have final state, we can connect this transition to existing final state unless and until this will not create any other issues, any other problem. And as we know, automata should contain minimum number of states. So we have not taken this transition to another final state. Now let's take another string 4a's. 4a should get accepted. So first a, one state, one symbol at a time. We have Q0 as the starting state. Automata started with the state Q0. Q0 reading the first a, reaching to Q1. Q1 reading the second a. Q1 reading second a, reaching to Q0. Q0 reading the third a, again going to the state Q1. Q1 reading fourth a, going to the state Q0. So automata reach out to the state Q0. Your string is completed. Where is automata? Automata is in the state Q0. As we know, Q0 is final state. It means what? By reading this string, automata reach out to final state. It means what? This string is accepted by the automata. And in fact, this is a part of minimum length string. This is a valid string. It must get accepted by automata and is getting accepted by this automata. Hence, our condition even number of A's, this condition is getting satisfied by this automata, by these two transitions for symbol A. Now, is this complete solution? No. As we know, we want to design DFA, deterministic finite automata. Deterministic means what? If sigma contains symbol A and B, there must be transition for A and there must be transition for B from each state. At this moment, there is a transition for A from Q0. There is a transition for A from Q1, but transition for symbol B is missing from both the states. Then how can we find it out? There are multiple ways to find transition for B. The first simplest way is that condition is given on A's and not on B. There may be multiple B's, 1B, 2B or multiple B's, or there may not be any B. It means what? 0 number of B's or many number of B's. 1, 2, 3, 100. So I told in my last video, whenever situation of 0 or many, simply give the self loop for symbol B. But I would like to suggest you not to follow this path at initial level. At this moment, try to go conceptually, understand when to give the self loop and how it can be given. In the exam, you can directly follow. So let me explain you how you can resolve this and how you can find out transition for B from both the states. It's very simple. For which symbol you are trying to find transition? We are trying to find transition for symbol B. From which state? From Q0. Write down both. From Q0 you are trying to find transition for symbol B. Are you looking for only single B or double B is also there? Yes, single B contains 0 number of A's, valid. Double B contains 0 number of A's, valid string, because 0 is even. Same with the 3 B's, same with the 4 B's also. So write down that one. I am looking for double B, I am looking for triple B. If there are no B's, that is also fine. Means what? Epsilon. Epsilon contains neither A nor B. What does this indicate? This indicates that Q0 is looking transition for 0 number of B's or 1 or 2 or 3. That is Q0 looking for 0 or many number of B's. And as we know, whenever there is a situation in TOC, 0 or many, any symbol A, B or 0, 1, 2, 3, there is a self loop at state Q0. So give the self loop at state Q0. For which symbol? For the symbol B. In this way, conceptually you can find out, you can give the self loop to the specific state. Now Q0 becomes deterministic. There is a transition for A as well transition for B. But Q1 is not deterministic. So how to make Q1 as a deterministic? Same way you need to follow. You are looking transition for which symbol? You are looking transition for symbol B. So write down that. At which state you are looking? I am looking at the state Q1. As this is the intermediate state, slightly you can change this approach. You can follow this, practice this, then you will become habitual of this. You just need to ask few questions like how to reach to Q1 from starting state. Starting state is Q0. How to reach to Q1? By reading symbol A. Write down it. How to reach to final state from Q1? This is my Q1. How will you reach to final state from Q1? This is our final state by reading A. I have written here. In this case, starting and final is same. That's why you may get confused here because Q0 is starting and final. But in subsequent questions, the starting and final will be changed. So your symbols may get changed. But this practice is uniform and can be followed in various examples. Okay. So ask yourself few questions. How to reach to Q1 from starting state? That is by reading A. How to reach to final state from Q1? That is by reading A. In between, Q1 is trying to find solution for single B. Tell me one thing, string A, B, A, is this valid string? How many number of A's there? 2 A's. So 2 is an even number. So this is valid string. So Q1 is looking for single B transition or double B. If suppose in between this 2A starting state to Q1, Q1 to final state, in between these two A, if suppose two B's are coming, is this valid string? Our condition is on number of A's and not on number of B's. 2A's valid string. If suppose 3 B's are coming in between these 2A, that is also valid because number of A's are even itself. If suppose no B's are coming, means what? Between these 2A, no B's are coming means what? Epsilon. Empty string. 0 number of B's are here. 0 number of B's, epsilon indicates. That is, Q1 is looking for how many B's? In this case, 1 B. In this case, 2 B's. In this case, 3 B's. And if epsilon is there, 0 B's. It means what? Q1 is looking for transition of B, but that number of B's will be 0 or many. Again, there is a scenario of 0 or many B's. But at which state? State Q1. So whenever in TOC scenario of 0 or many for any symbol, simply give the self loop at state Q1. In this case, it's a Q1. For which symbol? Symbol B. Because 0 or many B's. So give the symbol B here. Now state Q1 becomes deterministic because transition for A and transition for B is there from Q1. And both states are deterministic, hence I can say this is deterministic finite automata. You can check for any other valid strings whether this automata is accepting or not. And this is final answer for this question. In exam directly you can give these self loops without writing this much of explanation. But at initial level you need to find out how you can give self loop to any state. Second question is construct DFA that accept all strings for odd number of A's. Answer to this question can we find out using complement concept, complement of DFA. What is it? As we need to find out DFA for odd number of A's, we have solution for even number of A's. If I draw the same automata for even number of A's here, for example, Q0 is my starting state and it's a final state. This is the answer to previous question, and there is a transition for A to the state Q1, and from Q1 there is a transition for A to the Q0, and there is a self loop for symbol B. This is for even number of A's. Now in this question I need to find for odd number of A's. Then what is the answer? How can you find out? Using complement of DFA. What is the meaning of complement of DFA? You can write down same DFA except one minor change. What's the change? Your final state becomes non-final and non-final state becomes final, irrespective of whatever number of states present in existing DFA. For example, here Q0 is a final state, so make it as a non-final. There is no change in the starting state. Starting will be same. Change is only in the final, non-final. Q0 is final, so it becomes non-final. Q1 is what? Non-final, so make it as a final. Your transitions are same. Transition for A. Transition for again this A. Self loop for B as it is. Self loop for B as it is. All transitions are as it is. Number of states same. Naming of the states same. The only change, Q0 was final here, it becomes non-final. Q1 was non-final here, it became final here. And this is the answer to odd number of A's. If you want to verify, we can verify. Odd number of A's means which are the string. For example, single A, there is a 1A, 1 is the odd. Triple A, 3 is the odd, or we can write 5 A's. Single A should get accepted. Automata starts with the state Q0. Single A is reading by Q0, reaching to state Q1. Q1 is our final state, so single A gets accepted. If there are 3 A's, check first A, then second A, third A, reaching to Q1. 3 A's gets accepted. Similarly for 5 A's, you can verify. Automata starts with the state Q0, first A, second A, third, fourth, fifth A. Automata reaching to Q1. Q1 is our final state. It means what? 5 A's gets accepted. All odd number of A's will get accepted by this DFA. As this was also DFA, this is also DFA, but this DFA is a complement of DFA. So definition of complement of DFA is nothing but making final state to non-final and non-final to final. Or you can say in another language, accepting state becomes non-accepting or non-accepting becomes accepting state, and this is the answer to your question. If we want to write this answer to this question in another way, our regular way, you can follow the same approach, like identify the question and write down minimum length string. Then start designing automata with the help of minimum length string, and at the end make it as a deterministic. The way I explain here, similar way you can apply here, and you can start designing automata for this question. Any of the solution will work for you. You can practice this question which are similar to what we have seen. Design automata for even number of B's and odd number of B's. I explain you for even and odd number of A's. In the next session, we will learn how to design automata for even number of A's and even number of B's. In the same DFA, we need to follow this condition applied on A as well as on B. Thank you for watching.